Blanche says hi. It's time for Pilates, and the Pilates dog has arrived. Are you guys ready?
Yes. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Carol.
Good to see you.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna mute you out. Hi.
Hey, Carol.
I'm going to mute you out, okay? All right. Are we ready? So today we're going to do a little warm up for the low back and abs. So we're going to start, and some people call it butterfly. I call it attitude position. The heels are together and the knees are down. And we're going to start in a nice, strong, long spine with our abs in. Our chest is open. Our arms are going to go out, and we're going to C-curve backward. This time, we're off our sits bones, and we're holding that position. Drop your shoulders, keep your chest wide. Your focal point should be somewhat lower now because you want your neck to be in neutral alignment with your spine. Deepen those low abs. Let's go back, and let's come up. Try not to lift your feet off the floor. Back and up. Scoop and breathe. Activate those abs. Really activate that core and back. A little further back and forward. Keep rounded in the C curve. Back and forward. Back and forward and back and hold. Now breathe. Scoop. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Use those abs. 3, 2, and 1. Come up. Sit tall again. Lengthen through each vertebra of the spine. Pull the navel in. This time, we're going to make sure that our heels are on the floor. Don't let your knees be wide. Keep them in line with your hips, in line with your feet. Start with a long spine and C-curve back. And hold that C-curve. Try not to mound the belly. Try to scoop the belly. Look behind you and bring it up. Look behind you and bring it up. Behind and up. Just keep the C-curve and up. Working into those obliques. Up and center. Up. Center. Up. Center. Up. Center and lengthen. Good. Okay. Back to the butterfly. Back to the attitude position. Long spine. Round through the back. Drop the shoulders. Focal point a little downward and hold. Don't lift the legs off the floor. A little further back. Come forward. Don't change the position of your spine. What changes is the degree of the hip flexion. Back and forward. Deepen those abs and breathe. Back and forward. Inhale. Exhale up. Inhale. Exhale up. Inhale. Exhale up. One more. Inhale. Exhale up. Good job. Back to the parallel position. Heels on the floor. I'm going to the other arm now. Sit tall. Round through the spine. Lift the arms. Look behind you and bring it around. Make sure you're in a deep C curve. Up and around. Up and around. Hips stay on the floor. They don't tilt or twist. Up and around. One more. Up and around and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now roll back one vertebra at a time. and stretch. Good job. Now, to relieve the counter stretch, let's do an arch. Let the ribs flare, let the back arch. Send the shoulder blades down, open the chest, pencil stretch. Point the toes, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Good job. All right. Check your position of your pelvis. Make sure it's neutral. Pubic bone and navel are on the same level. Hips are square, not tilted. And we're going to come up to a bent knee position. And we're going to loosen up that lumbopelvic area. Start in neutral, tailbone on, pressing deep into the floor, and then curl that pelvis up. Take it back through neutral and arch it. Try to use your abdominals to initiate the movement. Curl up, breathe out. Inhale up, exhale out. Up, lumbopelvic, very small movements, not past the waist on the pelvic tilt. Don't let the knees splay. Keep an active resistance on the inner thighs. Up and down. Find neutral again. Toast your feet. Try to keep your legs from moving too much. And just circle that pelvis without too much tilt. Just a nice flat circle. Loosening up the lumbopelvic muscles, ligaments, tendons, joints. And then reverse it the other direction. Not a big movement, a controlled movement, scooping the belly throughout and breathing. Tailbone on, and let's go all the way up the leg. Inhale, exhale, up, 2, 3, 4. I caught my mistake. I said all the way up the leg. I meant that. And down, 2, 3, 4. Good. Try to think about going through each vertebra one at a time, starting at the tailbone on the way up. Inhale, exhale up, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, exhale down from the shoulder blades, all the way down, first at the rib cage, then at the low rib, then at the waist, then at the top of the hips, then to the tailbone. Let's try that one more time. Think of that as a massage to the spine. Inhale. Make each vertebra work independently of each other. All the way up. This is called articulation. Up, 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 up. Now at this point, the abs are in. The ribs are wrapped. The hip flexors are open. Let's go back down. Inhale. Exhale. Post your feet. Work through the spine using your abs all the way down, 2, 3, and 4. Now it's time to find your magic circle or your towel or your pillow to squeeze the inner thighs and work those muscles. We're going to squeeze those inner thighs together with your apparatus and make sure you line up the hips, knees, and toes. And just give that a good squeeze until everything is aligned. Make sure your neck is in neutral alignment with your spine and your chest is wide and proud. Reach long through your fingertips and arms and squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Repeat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure your abs are working. Scoop that belly. In. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it. Now curl it up slowly like we did before, one vertebra at a time, all the while using your inner thighs, squeezing that ring or towel or pillow, and hold. Or ball. If you have a ball, you can use that. Squeeze again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Glutes are working. 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last set. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Squeeze it. Tap it down. Lift it up. Tap it down. Lift it up. Tap it down. Lift it up. Keep squeezing. Up, flat back. Taps it and lifts it. Don't let it fall to the floor. Control the movement. Down, up. Use your core. Down, up. Use your breath. Down, up. Roll down. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There you go. That's your inner thigh stretch. I'm going to do our plank work right now and get it out of the way. Today we're going to stick with elbow planks. So on the elbow plank, you're going to put that elbow right under your shoulder. You're going to keep your shoulder wide. The rib cage is really active and lifted. Flex both feet and squeeze your inner thighs together. By squeezing the inner thighs, you will be amazed at how much that helps you with your plank. Now, if the plank is too much for you, you can always bend one knee and drop the other foot down and go up. If you'd like to use both legs, make sure they're active and the feet are flexed. And we're going to go up and try to lift both legs off the floor and hold. And take your arm under and bring it up. Stay high. Under, up. Under, up. Keep the pelvis quiet, not moving. Under, up. One more. Under, up. Now from here, drop it down, lift it up. Squeeze those inner thighs, use those out. Down, up. Down, up. Down, up. Down, up. Down, up. One more. Down, up, and rest. Good job. Before we go to the other side, let's do the elbow front plank. Elbows are right under your shoulders again. The forearms long to the floor. Roll one toe under and the other toe under. Pull the abs off the floor. Tighten up the glutes, lengthen through the front of the legs. Up we go, and hold. Breathe. Now all I want you to do is stick to the right leg. Lift the right leg, lower, forward, and back. 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 Good job. All right, we're off to the other side, side plank. We'll add more of those after we get the feel of them. Takes a lot of core control. Elbows are right under. Both feet are flexed. Now remember, you can bend one knee if you choose so. Pull up that rib cage, engage all the abdominal core muscles, arm in the air. Flex the feet and up and hold. And take it under and up, under, up, under, up, under, up. Squeeze those inner thighs together. One more. Hold. Drop it down. Lift it up. Drop it down. Up. Down. Up. Working those obliques. Abs are in. Up. Down. Up. Don't let go of those shoulders. Keep them active. Down. Up. One more. Down. Up. And rest for a second. Onto the front plank. Roll your toes under you. Pull your abs off the floor. Engage the front of your thighs. Engage your glutes. And lift up and hold. Breathe. Hold. Now lift the right leg, left leg. Drop it down. Push forward and back. Left leg. Forward and back. left leg, forward and back, left leg, forward and back, left leg, forward, back, and I think we need to do an oppositional stretch now. And reach long for downward dog or rest pose, not downward dog, rest pose, dog pose. Let's go up to puppy pose. Keep the hips high. Come up. And let's come around for some supine abdominal work. What's the first abdominal exercise we do? The 100. The tailbone is on. The arms are up. Right at the shoulder blades. Right at the shoulders at 90 degrees. Legs in tabletop. And we're going to take a big inhale. Exhale up. Now you can stay here or you can take your legs in the air. Depending on how strong your core is where you place your legs. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Scoop the belly. In 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep scooping. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Out. In. Out. In. Out. One more. In. Out. And rest. Lengthen out. For those of you that just joined us, you may want to mute your microphone because I can hear. We're going to use, for some of you may want to use the rolled towel. It's got to be a thin towel. It can't be too bulky. It has to be thin. I would say no more than 2.5 inches in diameter. You want to place that right at the small of the back. Flex your feet. And we're going to prepare with a rib hinge breath exercise. We're going to inhale, exhale up, and back. Inhale, exhale up, and back. Inhale to prepare, exhale up, inhale back. One more. Try to get up as high as you can at your rib hinge there. Now we're going to go for the whole roll up. If the entire roll up is something that you haven't mastered yet, I would prefer that you stay here because I want to make sure your back remains safe. And this takes a lot of core control and a lot of coordination. So find your powerhouse before you start. Inhale. Exhale up. We take it nice and slow so we have the control. We reach. And then we roll back down one vertebra at a time. And up. Inhale. We're going to try it again. Exhale. Up. 2, 3, 4. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale, exhale, up, 2, scoop, scoop, scoop. Notice that my back is rounded, but it's elongatedly rounded. It's not hunkering down. And then back, 2, 3, 4. We've got one more. Flex those feet, slide those shoulders away from your ears. Find that powerhouse before you even start. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And down. Good job. Now, we're going to start with one leg in the air. The pelvis remains neutral. The trunk remains stable, slightly turned out from the hip. The bottom leg is ironed to the floor. We're going to cross the midline and around. You have a wonderfully open chest, an elongated neck. The backs of the arms are on the floor. The pelvis remains quiet as you circle the legs. Circle, circle, circle. Now reverse it. Choose the range of motion. If you can control the pelvis or the leg, then you need to lessen the circle. Make it smaller. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse and change legs. When you lift this leg, put your hands on your hips and make sure nothing changes. The hips remain the same. Cross the midline and around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reverse it. Take it out, down, in, and up. Out, down, in, and up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Bring the knees into the chest and just bring the head to the knees and feel the opening of the low back and mid back. Bring your legs up. Prepare for rolling like a ball. Pull the heels to your glutes. Squeeze the inner thighs, broaden the elbows, scoop the belly, and look downward towards your pubic bone. You're going to inhale as you roll backwards. Try to balance with your feet off the floor. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. In, and in, and in. Keep that position, don't change it. In, don't move your head, keep it downward. In, 1, in, out, and hold. Roll back for single leg stretch. Keep this leg high if your low back is arching. If you can handle it, you can lower it. Keep the back on the floor. 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. Pelvis is quiet. Pelvis is strong. 7, 8. Up higher. Knees in. Double leg straights. Stretches. Up and around. Up and around. Keep those legs high if the back is arching. Take them to your ears with your arms and then circle around. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Up, around. Look at your knees. Up, around. Up, around. One more. Up, around. One leg in. One leg up, one leg down. Remember, if you feel that you can't stop your back from arching, keep this leg higher. 1, 2, change. 1, 2, change. 1, 2, change. 1, 2, change. 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 Breathe. Breathe. And lower. All right. Now, let's do a check. Tailbones on. Legs are in the air at 90. Now, some of you may have tighter hamstrings that won't allow your legs to be at 90. So lower them down right here. Just keep that pelvis neutral and tailbone on the floor. And let's just do some changements. These are changes in the legs. Crossing, 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 crossing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. And let's cross down. 2, 3, 4. Don't go too far if the pelvis can't hold or your belly is mounted. Up. 2, 3, 4. Down. 2, 3, 4. Up. 2, 3, 4. Down. 2, 3, 4. Last 1, 2, 3. Tabletop crisscross. Reach long. Stretch the leg. Up. Stay high with the upper body. 8, 7. Elbow is not reaching. The armpit is reaching to the knee. 4, 3, 2, 1. And a good pencil stretch to oppose the movement you just did. It's all right to arch the back. It's all right to flare the ribs and hold. Take an inhale and an exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more inhale, exhale. Put the hands under the legs, roll up for spine stretch hold. Flex your feet, lengthen your spine. Now, if the low back is tight or the hamstrings are tight, you can bend your knees slightly to relieve the hamstrings. If the low back is tight, let's put some height underneath you. So you want a pillow or a block or towels to elevate you so your low back is not being pulled. Keep your shoulders down, arms high, lengthen through your spine. Take an inhale. And then tilt the chin downward, not too far. Don't jam it in. Start to roll through the neck, upper shoulders, shoulder blades, ribs, low rib. Pull that navel in here, down to the waist, and down to the top of the hips and reach. The shoulder blades should be down. The abs should be in. Let's go back up. Inhale. Start at the top of the hips, then the waist, then the low rib, then the shoulder blades, then the shoulders, then the neck, and head. Sit tall. Sit proud. Sit long. Inhale. Exhale. Over. 2, 3, 4. Hold it there. Feel the stretch. Navel in. And back up. This takes core control, 2, and breath control, 3 and 4. I'm going to do one with the breath control. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, back up, exhale. Sit tall. Good job. Open leg rocker. Hands under, legs wide as your shoulders. Low back is reaching towards the floor. Your body's in a C curve. Now, we're going to just roll back a little bit and come up. Not too far here. We're just going to get our bodies ready. Roll back a little. Come up. Just roll to about the bottom rib. Roll. Up. Roll. Up. Now, you can stay there. Or you can roll to the tops of your shoulder blades no further. Exhale as you roll back. Inhale as you come up. Catch yourself. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now, you have 2 options there. This is option number 3. Takes a hamstring flexibility, core strength. We start with a proud chest. We pull our navel in, around, look down, come up, and stick it. Exhale back, inhale up, hold, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, in, exhale, inhale, hold it. hold it, bring the legs in, scoop the belly, roll down, time for the corkscrew. Once again, you're in that supine position where your legs should be in 90. Please make sure that if the tailbone comes off, if the legs are at 90, then keep the legs lower so the tailbone and pelvis should be neutral to start the exercise. This is a lower body rotation. Going to reach up in a pelvic tilt, circle around and stop. Up, circle around and stop. Try not to use the upper body. Remain active and strong, but don't twist or turn that part of your body. Up, around. Up, around. One more. Up and around. Bring it in and roll up for the saw. You're going to flex those feet open as comfortably wide as you can. Put any type of booster under your sitting bones if you need it. We want to start this with a really long spine. Flex the feet, arms up. Don't collapse. Try it again. Push off, hold. Turn to your right, twist. Look behind you, keep the chest wide, and saw. One, reach, reach, up, and back to center. We're going to turn. Keep the sits bones firmly on the floor. Look behind you, and reach, 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 up, and center. If you can, you want to try to saw past that little toe. Turn, reach, reach, reach. Now, when you're doing this, don't lift off your sitting bones. Keep them planted to the floor. Up, back to center. Turn, pull that navel in. Use that core. Reach, reach, reach. Up, back to center. Close the legs. And now we're going to go into prone position and work the extension of the spine. So, we're going to put our hands right mid-chest. Squeeze our elbows into our sides. And then feel the shoulder blades take action. Feel them go in and down. That gives you a nice wide open chest. And we're just going to go up and down. And we're going to work through the upper back and down. Not the lower back. Up and down. Up and down. Up, down, up, down. One more. Up and down. Now, that's the upper part. Let's practice the lower part for the swan prep. Now, place the tripod of the hip firmly on the floor. Big hip bones and pubic bone firmly on the floor. And I want you to lengthen through your legs, get the bend out of the knee, and lift off. Okay? And lower. Lift off. And lower. Now this takes some ab and glute strength. So pull those abs in, tighten up your glutes, lengthen through your legs. Lift, up. Lift, up. Lift, up. One more. Lift, up. Good. So that's the bottom part of it. So now we're going to arch up, let the hands lift off, and then catch and come back down. It's a seesaw type or a rocking chair kind of motion. So we're going to lift upper body first. Upper body, lower body. Upper body, lower body. Upper, lower. Upper, lower. Up, lower. Up, lower. Up, lower. Now, we can try a few of these if you want. This time we're going to do the exact same thing, but when we lift our hands, we're going to put them over our head to mimic the swan. So it would look like this. Up, lift. Up, lift. Up, lift. Up, lift, one more, up, lift, and child's pose. So we're getting closer and closer to that swan in its pure form. A nice stretch through that low back in child's pose. Dog, I call it dog, puppy, fierce puppy, I guess. Right here. Back down, elbows wide, palms of the hands together, clasp. Now this is the tripod of the hip firmly on the floor, legs are long, chest is high, shoulder blades are in and down. We're going to look to the opposite wall, and we're going to point, flex, point, and lower. 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 One more. Point, flex, point, and lower. Let's change it up. That was single leg straights, kicks. This is double leg kicks. We're going to reach long, lift up, arch, lengthen through the legs, lengthen through the arms, turn the head, use a pillow if necessary. Bring your hands up towards the middle back, keep them clasped, drop the elbows, and kick. 1, 2, 3. Hug the midline with your legs. Up, turn, 1, 2, 3. Up, turn, drop those elbows. 2, 3. Last one. Up, turn, 1, 2, 3. Up one more time for child's pose. And isn't it great we don't have to do any type of planks because we've already done them. They're out of the way. Let's come to sideline position. We've worked flexion, extension, tall seating, and now sideline. So we're going to put our ribs up. This is where you may want to have a pillow. We're going to drop our arm down, but our ribs stay up. Don't let the ribs rest on the floor. And we're going to do some développés. Stack the hips, stack the shoulders. You can put your hand here, or here, or here. You may want to keep it here for this one because it's a little more difficult to control the pelvis. Use your abdominals, squeeze your glutes, draw a line up the leg, and then développé up to straight and flex down. This is an external rotation with the hip. So up, straighten, flex down. Up, draw a line up that leg, knee on top, straighten, flex down. Up, straighten, flex down. One more. Up, straighten, flex down. Now we're going to reverse that movement, maintaining the stability of the trunk throughout. So we're going to go up first, then bend, then draw the line down. Up, bend, and straighten. Up, bend, straighten. Up, bend, straighten. One more. Up, bend, and straighten. Take the leg behind. Keep the knee towards the ceiling. Flex the bottom foot. Keep the hips stacked. And just lift. Lift. This is working inner thigh on the opposite leg. Up, 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 up. 4 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knee in, bring it down. Bring the knee in, bring it down. And in, and down. Flex foot, in and down. Take it to the side and out. Bring the knee in and out. Bring the knee in and out. Bring the knee in and hold. Now, try to keep the hips stacked. Lift up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take it to the side. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. Abs in. 6, 7, and 8. Good job. All right, let's go to the other side. Use a pillow to keep your neck in neutral alignment. Stack your hips, stack your shoulders, hand in front. Don't twist. Keep it open. We're going to draw that line up the leg, knee on top, développé up, flex down. While you're doing this, you want to keep those hips as quiet as possible. Up, développé, flex down. Up, straighten, flex down. Use control. Use core control. Up, straighten, flex. It all comes from the center. Up, straighten, flex. Up, straighten, flex. Now let's reverse it. Point, point, draw the line. Point, point, draw the line. Point, point, draw the line. 2 more. And down, knee on top, externally rotated. Up, down, and hold. Now, this leg goes behind. You can also put this leg here if this makes you more stable, but try not to rear back on your hips. Try to stay nice and stacked. Lifted. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Take it in and down. This is a little awkward. Keep that back here. In and down. In, out, in, out. Bend the knee, line up the heels, in and down. Now take it out and bend. Show the heel, bring it in. Show the heel, bring it in, out, and in, out, and in, out, and hold, and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, flex foot. 8, bring it in and lift again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, abs in. 7, 8, and rest. Good job. Okay, let's lie back on our backs again. We're going to do some teasers, a little different than we did last time. This time we're going to start with our legs in tabletop. Scoop your belly, plant your pelvis, tailbone on. We're going to take our arms up and bring them around, and when we bring them around, we're going to come up. You can keep your knees bent, or you can go the other direction and lengthen. Arms above the head, find those shoulder blades. Find those shoulder blades. Don't go out of your shoulder blades. Take an inhale, spiral the arms around and up. You can straighten or you can bend. You can keep the legs bent if you wish. Arms go down, up, and come back. Up, and come back. And up, and come back. One more, up, and hold. Now from here, take your legs down, lift them up. Take your legs down, lift them up, scoop, breathe, down, up, down, find those lower abs, down, up, down, up, one more, down, up, and rest. Okay, those are difficult. They take core control. They take back strength. They take hip flexor strength. If at any point this doesn't feel comfortable to you, please don't do it. Let's just do a little stretch here to stretch out this whole area. Bring your knees in. And the other side. And right. And left. And let's come up to our elbows. We're going to scoop the belly, open the chest, and we're going to take one leg up, one leg out, and we're going to bicycle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's reverse legs. 1, let's go the other direction. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are the bicycles. They're done on our elbows. Eventually, we're going to put our hips in the air and try the same thing. But we'll take it slowly and work it differently. Since we're already here, let's do some hip circles. Sort of an extension of what we did with the teasers. You can be on your elbows. More advanced would be with the arms long and the fingertips away from you. Okay, keep the chest open. Find the muscles of the powerhouse. Use your ribs, wrap your ribs, sink your belly, lift your pelvic floor, lengthen through your spine. Take your legs in the air, circle the hips with the legs, and center. Don't let the chest cave in. Up, down, and up. Big circle, down, and up. Down, up. Try not to shift through your legs. Keep those inner thighs squeezing together. Down, up. One more. Down, up. All right, stretch. Good job. A lot of core work today. Okay, I think it's time to go to the floor and do our swim section. So, let's go onto our bellies again. Put our hands above our head. Now, this is the prep to get you up. So, you're going to press your hands into the floor as you lift your heart off the floor. Now, press your hips into the floor as you lift your legs off the floor. Lift your arms and start your swim. Squeeze those glutes, use those abs. Inhale for 5, exhale for 5. Inhale for 5, slow it up if you need to. Exhale for 5. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now spiral the arms around and arch. Lift those collarbones off the floor and arch. Squeeze those lats down into your sides here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Working those back muscles, working the core. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Breathe and arch. 1 more. Lengthen and spiral. Hold it there. Lengthen through your arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Open your chest. Lift your legs off the floor. Palms up. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 5. Breathe in. Find those shoulder blades. Don't let them out of their sockets. Put them in their pockets and keep them there. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Come down Come up and child's pose and feel that stretch through the low back, the hips, the thighs, the arms. Coming up for the mermaid. So you're going to stack your knees as best you can. If it's too difficult, open them up more or keep them tight, whatever is best for you. If your hips are too tight to accommodate that or your knees, then you just need to find that place where you feel comfortable and you work at your own level. And then reach over and feel the stretch from the waist to the tops of the fingers as you press your shoulder blades in and down. Open your chest, square it to the wall, and hold. Open up the legs, a little wider. Try to get both sits bones down. This time you're going to reach long to the opposite direction. Feel the rainbow of the ribs. Drop the blades in and down. Circle gently to the back. Taking that arm around the shoulder joint, lubricating the joint. Keep it back there and just feel the stretch through the bicep. Picking it back up to the side into a side bend as you rotate and reach long. This time you're going to feel that through the sides of the waist. Pull the navel up into the spine, reaching long, creating opposition with the body. Back in to the side pose, and then up and move to the other side. Tighten it up for the traditional mermaid pose. And up and over. Feeling those ribs expand, opening up the lungs, dropping the shoulder blades down, opening the legs. This leg is internally rotated, this leg is externally rotated. Reaching long, creating that opening of the left rib cage. Circle the arm again, back gently, around the joint, around, and then back into that open side bend. Then keeping the hips where they are, rotating from the waist up, shoulders square to the floor, pulling the navel in deeply, and hold. Breathe. Opening it back up into that side bend, sitting tall. And let's finish it out with some seals. So the seal is in that butterfly pose or that attitude that we talked about earlier today. We're going to put our hands through, hold on to our ankles, round our spine, elongatedly. Keep our focal point looking through your legs, keeping it there. Tap 3 times and roll. Tap 3 times and roll. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Keep your eyes down. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. One more. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. I like this one. It feels good to me. And hold. And now it's time for our leg stretches. Our body stretches after our workouts. So important for the health and flexibility of your body to do your stretches, especially after you've worked out, when your body is warm. Place your hips in neutral, lengthen both legs, lengthen the back of your neck, broaden your elbows, pull down on your towel or ring, and your heel reaches away. Oppositional stretch, pelvis remains neutral, and breathe. Now, without moving the pelvis, reach the leg outward, away from the body, keeping the opposition, feeling the stretch through the inner thighs, maintaining pelvic stability. Breathe in, out. Both shoulder blades should be firmly on the floor, chest is wide. Back up, cross the midline, bring the heel to the diagonal corner, feel the stretch from the top of the hip down to the knee, flex that foot, breathe. Change legs. Put the ball of the foot right into that towel or ring. Square off, widen the elbows, feel that stretch. Pelvic neutral. Send those shoulder blades and shoulders away from your ears. Breathe. Relax into the stretch. Take it out to the side as your leg moves, but the pelvis does not. And reach the heel away from your hips, but your hand holding the tower of the ring pulls downward towards you. Try to feel this resting leg reaching out of the hip socket. Stretch all those muscles and tendons away from the hip. Bring it up, back into the hamstring, crossing into the lateral leg, IT band stretch. Create your opposition, send your shoulder blades away, pull your navel in, and breathe. Leg back up, bend your knees, roll up, and find a comfortable position on the floor while you're sitting. You're going to use your hands to push your hands into the floor as your shoulder blades push away from your ears. So you're creating this long, graceful, congruent neck position. And then take your right ear to your right shoulder and feel the stretch from behind the ear all the way down into your shoulder joint. And stretch. If you feel comfortable doing so, let your hand guide it a little further, not too much. Relax your shoulders, keep them away from your ears, and hold. Don't sink in your trunk, keep your trunk long, keep your chest proud. Back up, and let's go to the other side. Remember, the neck is long and graceful. The shoulders are not coming up to the ears, they're pressing away. Add the hand if you like, and feel the stretch. Back to center. Place both fingertips at the collarbones with the hands crossed. Sit tall, lengthen through the neck, lift the jaw, press the jaw forward, pull the hands down, and stretch all those muscles in the front of the neck. Back to center, change the hand position, drop the shoulders, press the hands down as the chin lifts up and out. Breathe. Relax the shoulders, roll. Fingertips out to the side. Always breathe in through the mouth, nose, and out through the mouth. Great job, everybody. Glad you came. Hope to see you on Friday. We start at 11 with Cardio Fusion. We go into virtual Pilates at noon. Have a great week. Stay healthy, stay safe, and see you soon.
Thank you, Debbie.
You're welcome.
So much.
Thank you, Debbie.
Thanks. Thanks.
Bye, everybody. Miss you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.